Yeah, call it the log report this morning. And it's still the 18th of January, 2023. It's about 11 after 10 in the morning. I'm not even labeled yet or awake yet. Oh, you ever done serious in California? Yada, 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 yada. So how'd it go yesterday? Yeah, I've had issues already. Bit of a confrontation between that man and me. I was directing more of my comments towards management, even about the Ant-Man in front of him. I know that's not exactly the nicest thing to do. However, the guy was a pain in the ass still. There's things about when you work at different jobs and you're doing customer services. It doesn't matter if it's a trade job or not. It's a hidden, unseen, untold, but still rule. And I did say rule when working. You don't do any complaints in front of customers. I don't care if you think that they're friends or not. You just don't do it. I can't tell you how many times since working back from the 80s all the way through 2012, you don't complain in front of customers. No matter what goes on, you don't do it. Word gets back to management, and management gets back to you, and then whether or not you're going to have a job or not. I discovered that the hard way. I know work ethics probably changed a little bit, and maybe some of the younger generation doesn't even understand this, but they hadn't been at it long enough like I have. And there have been other people older than I have who've been at it more longer than I have that maybe they can get away with it, but I hadn't. I never would. If you're going to be complaining about a certain situation over here, I had a manager fire me about it. It didn't matter if it was my fault or not. I complained in front of a customer. First experience regarding a situation was regarding, let's see, what was it? Oh, yeah. Bert E. Weston, Weston Letters. That was, what was it, 84? 84. Summer Olympics time. In between jobs. Actually, it was earlier than that. Summer Youth Employment Program back in 83, 84, somewhere in there. Yeah. And I was working with the Park and Rec City of Los Angeles. And we were doing work. Here's the thing. We were given a warning once. We had a huge project that needed a lot of manpower from across the valley to take care of a hilly side of a park. The whole park was based on a damn hill anyway. Once you get on top of the damn thing, you can actually see a nice view. But for me, it was a nauseating and hardly a good time because I had allergies during that time. But we complained about the allergies and had to deal with the shit. Take it easy when you can. But the clash of two different areas of the valley were apparent, and we had complaints about that. We didn't have any complaints around us watching this whole damn shit. We had managers watching us damn shit, and they tore us apart, but we still kept our jobs. They were lenient. There was a guy named I said about Weston Letters back in what was it, West Hollywood? Yeah, West Hollywood. And the place was on La Brea, right next to Red Fox Studios. Gentleman name was Bert E. Weston. He was a World War II veteran and had a creative talent for selling stuff and making things. Mostly he did selling to Hollywood concerning about his signage company. In this particular place that he had leased and continued to pay on a lease and built his business in there for years. There was a production area that needed cleaning so damn badly. He thought I could do it. I didn't. I thought it was going to be dangerous. I thought the damn thing was going to be collapsing on top of me. I didn't know anything about construction. All I saw was a danger zone. I back talked to him, and I got fired that second. I got hired by my mother that same day to do office work inside while my brother was cleaning up on the outside. 8 years older, and he was more experienced at things like this, and he took it. He got the bonuses. I didn't. But I got to work my ass off down below with my mother. So I learned how to do business work. Office, general office. Not much or zero contact with any customers. Zero. My customer contact was working later that time in 85 with customers. I learned how to deal with people. I learned how to deal with people in a company, but I started learning how to deal with customers themselves. So I built my experience on how to deal with people in situations. I had to have the knockdown, drag down, so to speak. Not the physical, but the verbal. I learned a lesson that you don't argue with in front of a supervisor. And actually, you can argue with a supervisor, but not in front of people. It's just untimely. I did that one time, and I got fired from Baskin & Robbins. I think at that time it was concerning about I was doing it wrong, concerning about ice cream, and I thought I was doing it right. We argued in front of a customer. Things happen. Move on. I also learned the hard way that you do whatever you can to make the customer satisfied. You people please. I had to learn that the hard way in my life. I learned that way in business. Customer service, you bend over backwards mostly. To a point. I never did discover that point at that age, at that youth. Reckless I was. Energetic I was. Smart, not much. But I squeaked. I didn't have any customers complaining about me. I had management complaining about me all the damn time for practices this way and that way. But, I kept up with the enthusiasm and tried to do it as best as I could. But I kept learning that you do it as best as you can to take care of the customer. But after that, you let management deal with it. And if management doesn't deal with it, it's on them, not me. Unless they fall back on my shoulders and I'm screwed again. The last job I had was working over at Walmart decades later, and I got into an argument. I walked right into it. I saw a cashier getting beat up, and I saw 3 managers watching the whole damn thing. I wanted to tear apart the manager so damn badly, I got my ass torn apart and written up. Because I interfered and it didn't. When you're management, you got this power trip going on. I couldn't deal with it. I could not deal with management like that ever again. I couldn't trust any of them. I needed a job and so damn worse, but integrity's still all I had left. And dignity. That was taken, or tried to be taken. So, I got fired from Walmart. What can I say? I didn't get laid off. I got fired. They set me up and fired my ass and laughed about it. Tried to do a wrongful termination suit, but nobody would take it. Oh, concerning about a cashier that should have known better and didn't. One screw up. Can screw things up. I hadn't worked since. Besides, during that time, I also damn near got killed. Nobody gave a shit. I get the workers' comp for the tire drop on my face and damn near killing me, but wrongful termination, forget it. So, I had to learn karma takes care of itself in its own way. But I was out of work, injured, disabled. I had to take care of mother. But at different jobs between the arrogance of my youth and my teenage coming into their 20s, and then today, it was still the same. You had to keep you had to watch it. 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 Because management would be watching over you and then tearing your ass apart if you do things wrong and not their way. And not the customers what they want. You get screwed over one way or another when you're customer service. I even learned that the hard way, even in phones, doing customer service and telemarketing. No, not telemarketing, but the customer service intake regarding Blue Cross, medical insurance calls, verifying benefits and eligibility, not to mention claim status. That was real fun. Management would hear on our end, but didn't hear the call until it listened to the damn thing. As long as I kept up with a good record of keeping most of the people satisfied, I still kept the job, but barely. It was still a pressure cooker. Having all that customer service experience, you think I'd know and be a little bit more wiser. But trying educating the youth about this one. Management growing up until this time, it's still the same damn thing. Customer service, you don't air your grievances in front of clients or customers. You want to do it, you do it away from the place, you do it where you're not being in contact with customers or your clients. You can do it at the office if you can. You can do it at home or a therapist or counseling group or something like that, as long as they're not customers. Because word will get around to management and your ass is grass. They don't care. You're a number. You're a dime a dozen. Welcome to the working world. Welcome to the working steps. You may have extensive knowledge, but you're still a dime a dozen. I know. When your company gets bought up by another larger corporation, you're a foobar. If you're the last one hired, you're the first one fired or laid off. Discovered that one a hard way. So imagine having a conversation with an exterminator, maintenance, who has heard these guys talk like crazy. But in front of a customer, in front of a client, tries to be buddy-buddy all the damn time. Maybe I've been out of the business far too long, but it's my old-fashioned values and my old-fashioned ways of going through shit. Well, tell me you keep it light and professional, but you don't make it a buddy-buddy situation. And you don't tell off the damn client. I had it. I was feeling like, okay, that's it. I got to say something about it. I got to talk about it somehow. I'm the guy paying rent for this damn place. It's getting infested by bug for the past 3 months. But sure, they'll blame it because it's not clean enough. Well, even if it's antiseptic and they happen to like the warmth and the water in their place, they'll infiltrate your ass. It's been happening in this complex constantly. We're sharing cockroaches with each other. After we get one unit aired out, the other units start getting affected one by one. We got the Arca guy coming over here on a weekly basis, nuking everything with the chemicals, and the bugs are still shifting around. If they've got a strong foothold like they've made mine, sure, pick on a disabled guy, why don't you? But I'm going to be the one that's going to have to put out the damn scrubbing shit and getting rid of these sons of bitches. I'm not looking forward to this damn crap. But I got to deal with this shit. Well, I got cabinets falling to pieces. Water damage. They've known about it for years. They've seen it. And nothing's been done. I haven't even posted it on the internet just yet. But if you ever see anything crawling around, you'll see that I'm still experiencing a bug war. I know. I'm having problems talking right now. It's just a pain in the ass at this point. I had to feel. I felt like I needed to get this shit off my damn chest. I had to talk about this damn crap because it was pissing me off left and right. What the hell am I supposed to do? Be on a constant clean, 24/7, cleaning, clean, clean. That's going to get rid of these sons of bitches. They're still here. And if we happen to get rid of them, they still like it. It's a warm, it's a moist environment. I got grease traps in the kitchen. Catch these sons of bitches, trap them in there. I got a fly strip over here, a couple of them. Traps the smaller ones, the babies. We get roach traps all over the damn place. These boxes. Get them full, then we can toss the damn shit. They got roach traps with the poisons. We'll kill them off. I still have to clean out the cabinets. What pisses me off is that I had to lose a microwave that was still workable because I had roaches in it and the damn thing was shorting out. It was sparking in the inside. Damn roaches infested the damn shit. I had a coffee maker for about a year and a half too. I was enjoying having a slurp of coffee. Now I'm condensed to using either cowboy coffee or crystals all the time. I got 2 or 3 full containers of Folgers, full of coffee that needs to be percolated through and enjoyed. I've got them sealed, unopened. I'm going through I'm going through the crystals. They're not that bad after I got used to them. Put enough sugar in them and powdered cream, and it's drinkable. Not wasting milk if I have to. I know, this sounds like poor me, wah, wah, why don't you, why don't you, why don't you? I'd love to. Jeez, if I actually had the stamina and the use of this asshole I had to deal with on a constant basis, this damn Ant-Man. And it pisses me off. You know, he's talking about his shit, and then he's talking about how I'm feeling he's great, and we had this private conversation last week. Pissed me off on this one. I'm telling him about what the hell I've gone through, and why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? How old are you? Well, I'm 39. Won't be turning 40 at this point over here. I'm like, holy shit! You got to be fucking kidding me. You're gonna be turning 40. You got about maybe what 17? I was 17 years ahead of me. Actually, behind me. Where the hell was I 17 years ago? Oh, let's see. I was trying to get myself exercising enough by going through a training course outside the insurance company, walking around on hillsides during break time just to get my aerobics going in. Constantly walking instead of using the elevator sometimes. Using the stairs. And let's see. I didn't have a back issue. I didn't have any feet issues. I didn't have any diabetic issues at this point over here. And I sure as hell felt fit enough. Not like an oversized blimp, like I am right now. And remembering how the Cameron clan was, how my family genetics, we really didn't blow up ourselves until maybe we got in the late 40s, early 50s. We started losing our mass. Some of us actually had problems with mass problems, but others worked it off. Constantly worked it off. But they were trying to keep themselves healthy. They weren't injured. They didn't have anything broken, at least. Didn't come close to death. I've looked at all these damn liabilities that happened to me all the damn years. And I'm thinking, this guy's got a fucking right to judge my ass on this one. I know, maybe I should be definitely complaining to Orkin concerning about this guy and get another asshole in here. Someone that the management company wouldn't like. Because there's no way in hell a customer would be able to deal with this shit. But I need these damn bugs gone. And I don't want to be a problem child to these assholes anyway. It's bad enough I'm trying to keep a delicate balance with management here by not being a constant pain in the ass. I'm worried about that because I still like keeping the roof over the damn head. Some things I just don't broadcast because I know it's going to kick my ass. But I have to get it out one way or another. I have to say my piece. I have to get it off my chest. I mean, I can do audio recordings left and right about this damn shit, and it still doesn't feel right. So I turn to video. Just get my blathering on. Let people know, look, you just don't treat people like crap, all right? You just don't. I've been a professional all my life. I tried to struggle to be that way. I didn't have any academias. I didn't go through any occupational training. It was hard work. A lot of hard work. A lot of effort. A lot of sweat. When you have your ego, your arrogance going on a full tilt, eventually you're going to run into someone, probably like me, who's going to be not too happy with the service and drop dime on the asshole. And then here comes the reports that he becomes FUBAR. How am I supposed to feel about that? I don't give a shit. I may get another guy who's going to be a lot worse than I am. But then I kept thinking to myself, who's going to be worse than this asshole? Okay, well, he may be coming in an asshole and saying, oh, God, I hate this place. What am I doing here? Well, that's what I've been hearing from this particular guy in the first place there. He tried to be happy and he's trying to be energetic. He's trying to be funny. He's trying too damn hard. He's trying too damn hard to be irritating because he already is irritating. And when he starts blathering about what the hell's going on with him, that's when I really have a problem with it. Did I ever come across these guys? Yeah, I had. I was inexperienced working over Circuit City. I was still working on my customer service skills, trying to deal with customers. And during the holiday season, we actually hired temps. And this one guy was struggling like crazy, trying to be a jokester, trying to make people like him. It kept getting in the way, and there was things being shoved away. And I'm focusing more, trying to get past all this damn stuff and taking care of the customers without going thermonuclear. Keep the cool. Keep it professional. You're going to bust ass, try to bust your ass, but try not to get yourself killed, complain, or anything. Just do it the best you can. And I did that. I had no issues with it. What I had an issue with was this guy kept getting in front of me all the damn time or trying to make jokes of people. Christmas time was the time you don't go thermonuclear with people. You try to be helpful as much as possible. They want to get in, get out. And they have to keep it together. He didn't last too long, maybe about a week. I may have suggestions for other management, but I'll say it offhand. What could work, what couldn't work. But you just don't be obnoxious. Try to be funny or try to tell people what the hell they think or do. You just don't. I like where I am right now, even though I feel it's a mausoleum and I know that's my own making, my own thing in my head, because this place was the place where my brother died. And I feel, I know, trapped, close, and everything else in between. It's like both polar sides of the issue. I feel trapped here, but it's also a choice of being trapped here. I want to be close to my brother, even though he's dead. And I know some people like to separate, but there's a lot of us grievers out there. I kept noticing left and right that they stay where the memories are strongest of the family. Hell, if we were not, well, let's see, my family had lived in another apartment complex in Lancaster on Ellen 10th, Montecito Apartments. We had a handicapped unit. If we hadn't gotten an eviction notice during that time, Ma still would have died. But my brother's income probably would have paid the rent. I wasn't getting enough on disability to pay for the bills, but we would have tried like crazy and gone to food giveaways left and right to get food in the house. We would have. But it was a constant struggle. I had workers' comp during that time. Short time we would have lived, but after that we probably would have gotten rid of it. Yeah. Choices and certain decisions we made forced us to do other situations. Could we have stayed there? Maybe, but only up to a certain point. And then after that, gone. So maybe it was for the best that we left the apartment. And not by our own volition anyway. And it probably will be the same damn thing over here too. Dave's been dead for about 5 years, but I'm still on the lease. My name, I'm paying for it. My disability is paying for it. All right? It's paying for it. Just for today, I don't have to worry about the tomorrow. Just yet. I'm still working on today. I can complain about what happened last week. I can complain what happened yesterday. Some things that just don't get published just yet. They'll get pulled. They'll get saved. The guy I've been dealing with regarding this whole situation regarding the bugs, I'd like to drop kick his ass because the replacement he had I liked better. He was more thorough, and he didn't belittle me. That's why I had a problem with this guy, with the Ant-Man. He called himself the Ant-Man. I don't know if that was his name or not, but I don't give a shit. That's what he called himself, so that's why I say it's the Ant-Man. But I had to get this shit off my damn chest. I had to. Right now, I'm going to do whatever I can just to get through today. Let tomorrow take care of itself. I was stressed enough and just carried over today. So I had to get this shit off my chest.